It's your boy Porter Flacco. Anywhere you go, anybody you know, somebody gotta know me. And we're back again with another one, folks. Now check it out, man. People, the whole Andrew Tate getting banned thing, I feel like that topic has kind of ran itself into the floor. However, an interesting clip was sent to me, but I decided, you know what? I'm not gonna make my judgment on Logan Paul's, I guess, comments on Andrew Tate based off a 50-second clip. I'm gonna go back and watch the entire video to understand his entire thought process. All right, so let's get into it.
In the conversation of censorship, right? Because people, slippery slope, freedom of speech. You want to say what you want to say. But you can't do that when your platform that you want to spread your word on is privately owned and money is a factor. The companies that Andrew Tate is spreading his speech on have a bottom line to hit. Their sole objective is to make money. Now, if you have a bad actor who's smart, who is a good...
First off, he started off. So you're telling me people get deplatformed? In fact, let me just go ahead. Again, I'm not gonna comment to this biased. I'm gonna have an open mind. Finish off the thought process. Go ahead, Logan.
Good orator.
Cunning.
Keen.
Yep.
Cunning. The guy knows how to speak. His takes, some of them have merit.
Yep, absolutely.
Some of them are disgusting.
Yep,
right?
absolutely.
So like, say he has 4 good takes and you're like, oh, I see how that makes sense. One then is fucked up, right? So when Andrew Tate, to the people watching his content in a entertaining way, in a way that he can lead you from thought A to thought B in a cohesive way, when he becomes your idol, your God, the person you look up to.
Yeah, he ain't even finished the thought process, bro. How was Andrew Tate costing Instagram money? How was Andrew Tate costing Instagram money? How was Andrew Tate affecting the bottom line of Instagram, et cetera, et cetera? Explain it to me, Logan. How? This other issue is just, again, it's just buffing right now, right? You know, because your opinions on his takes don't matter to me at all, right? Like you said, man, some people agree, some people disagree. What is Andrew Tate doing fundamentally wrong to affect the quote-unquote bottom dollar of Instagram that will warrant his Instagram, YouTube, TikTok getting deplatformed? You tell me.
Yep. As a creator online, because that's what kids are doing nowadays, right? You're at home. Sure, you have your parents. Sure, you have your friends. But who do you admire online? Who are you watching? Who's influencing you? Influencers. Influence. Andrew Tate had a lot of it, right? When the one take comes out that says something, women are your property.
If your friend has a heart attack, you're not going to give him CPR because that's gay. If it's a dude, like there's a million different fucking takes that are ridiculous.
Wait, he said that?
Yes, and you're right. They're mixed in with some takes that are motivational, that are inspirational, that do have some merit to them. We talked about this on the show with Jake. The issue.
So the worst takes they can point out, the absolute worst takes they can point out when talking about Andrew Tate is him saying, I'm not putting my lips on my friend's lips to give him CPR because I don't want to, quote unquote, kiss a guy. Come on, bro. At this point, you know you're reaching. At this point, you know you're reaching. Even the property thing was taken out of context as well. But if those are the 2 worst things you guys can find in Andrew Tate's entire catalog, then how can you possibly make an argument for he deserves to be deplatformed? I don't understand it.
Issue becomes the sentiment and how the person is received is dependent on the audience member, and his audience is a very young, impressionable, inexperienced crowd of young men who.
How do you know this? How do you know this? Fam, the War Room is charging $5,000 to be included into the quote-unquote network. How do you know this? I don't know too many kids that can afford that $5,000, War Room. I'm sorry, right? Or even Hustlers University. I don't know too many kids with a credit card, a debit card, to be able to afford Hustlers University. Andrew Tate just started doing the collabs with Gideon, No, sorry, Aiden Ross. He started doing the collab with Aiden Ross, et cetera. Right? So I can understand the new demographic. Well, if you just say his demographic is just young, impressionable kids, cut it, bro. Cut the foolery, man.
By the way, fit into a current visceral uprising that exists in this world to overthrow some longstanding movements towards the further validation and credibility of women and other.
Yeah, bro, he's simping. Yep, yeah. He's simping. He is simping. He's simping. Hey, but again, bro, what would you expect? Again, bro, I don't hate none of these guys, yo. Mike knows he's sipping right now. He knows he's pandering right now, bro. This right here, it's a joke, yo. What uprising are y'all talking about? Was it an uprising? Was it an uprising? Right? Again, it's the F Ninja Free Summer. Is that an uprising? Is city girl culture an uprising to discredit men? Is that what you guys call? Come on now. Come on now. Bro, the red pill and manosphere is the direct comparison to F Ninja Free and city girl culture. It's the direct comparison, bro. So if one is an uprising to discredit another person and one is deemed as evil, then wouldn't the other also be deemed as evil? I ain't never seen Mike come on here and talk about city girl culture. I ain't never seen Logan come on here and talk about the uprising of city girl culture, F Ninja Free, and men being vilified. I ain't never heard none of them talk about that. But now there is a movement to empower men. Now the guys like Andrew Tate is here to empower men. Now it's an uprising. Now it's something that's like intrinsically evil. What's wrong with y'all, man?
Protected parties. And, like, I don't know that I have so much of a problem with him, boosting men and making men feel like powerful in their place. But the question just becomes at what cost? And I think we some of his takes have represented what that cost could potentially be.
And you always have to remember, at the end of the day, again, the platforms that ban him can do whatever the fuck they want. Talk about your freedom of speech all you want.
That's what he's calling out.
Okay, calling out what though? Because
yo, first off, yo, they're not this stupid. They are not this stupid. And that's why it's enraging, because they're not this stupid. Logan Paul, Mike, they are not this stupid. They're not. They understand exactly what the argument is. The argument is Instagram, Twitter, or whatnot, they're not applying their quote-unquote policies freely. Or evenly, or fairly, I should say. Not freely, fairly. Andrew Tate gets banned for being a quote-unquote dangerous organization / individual. You can't point to exactly how Andrew Tate is a dangerous person / individual / organization. And if we go ahead and give you the direct correlation to another person who is similar to Andrew Tate, who is on the platform as well, why aren't they banned? Why isn't the quote-unquote platform, handing out these punishments evenly? If we're saying what Andrew Tate says and does on social media, if what he says is the bar to get you deleted and deplatformed and banned across all platforms, then shouldn't more than one, right? Then shouldn't there be more than one example? Then shouldn't there be more than one example of this? If Andrew Tate is the bar, I can list you just off the top of my head at least 10 other people that should have been permanently banned, Logan Paul being the first one. Do we forget that this man did a vlog? And show somebody self-deletion? And show the body of somebody who just self-deleted themselves, laughed at it, make jokes about it, and mock it? I would think that would be the cause for a permanent ban, right? The fact that Logan Paul is out here supporting a permanent ban, all we're saying is this. One, we now have to know what the policies is. We want it to be evenly distributed. We want the punishment to be evenly distributed and fairly handed down. And then 3, what we're saying is this. They can do whatever they want. Cool. But our response should be different. Our response should be, okay, Andrew Tate got banned for trying to get us out the matrix. That means that this platform here is against free speech. Okay, that platform is now public enemy number one. That platform should be public enemy number one. It shouldn't be content creators like you, Logan, that's out here buck jiving and, in fact, I can't even say that word, man. I can't even say that word, man. But you know what I'm about to say? Shucking, jiving, and bootlicking for the power structure. You're bootlicking for the power structure, bro, and it's disgusting.
Freedom of speech, go for it, brother. You can say whatever you want. Go in the courtyard of the mall,
Scream
stand
at the
on a
top of your
fucking
lungs.
table and say
Absolutely.
whatever you want. But when you are now at the mercy of, an organization that has brought you the visibility that you so desperately seek, and now you want to not play by the rules, like that's just not going to work.
Well,
What are the, oh my, they're not this stupid, bro. They're bootlicking. They're bootlicking. What are the rules, Logan? What are the rules? And that's the point right there, bro. What are the rules? What are the rules? You can't tell me a rule that Andrew Tate banned, you bootlicker.
So the question there becomes, and the question that the anti-censorship side is asking is, at what point does a legislative or government body step in to regulate what a private org that acts as the mouthpiece of the public can do in these situations? So that's where the question is starting to fall. Because right now, there is no legislative body that can say Twitter can ban this person, Instagram can ban this person. Censorship is a slippery slope. Yes, I agree with that.
Does there need to be a governing body to decide? No, there doesn't, bro. The fucking
But
whoever
otherwise,
at Twitter can decide.
and by the way, you know where I stand on this. We made a lot of jokes when this stuff was first coming up, and you guys made the jokes about me shaving my head, blah, 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 so on and so forth, and it led to, him following me probably and saying this guy is going to be an ally, which he now knows that I'm not. Okay, and has called me out multiple times and called me Logan Paul's boyfriend.
Well, you are my boyfriend.
Yeah, maybe.
As I'm yours, brother.
The relationship.
My thoughts are this. I don't like the censorship. I said this before, but after the Dana White conversation, this is the last time we brought up censorship, I thought about it because I watched what I said back and I was like, do I agree with what I said? And I had like this learning moment. It's like, I don't agree with what I said. I'm taking back my first thing I said on the podcast. I think the platforms have every right to do what they want. It's kind of like if you're using their vehicle, you got to respect them. You know what I mean? You got to respect their rules and regulations. It's their vehicle.
Back to rules and regulations. Again, this is the thing with these bootlickers, right? First off, somebody who takes back his comments like this, bro, get your bootlicking out of here, bro, right? Kiss that boot and get out of our faces, right? But here's why the bootlicking don't make no sense. You can bootlick for the power structure all you want, cool. Be a bootlicker. Again, be a bootlicker. That's you. But tell me the rules. Tell me the rules and regulations. What are the rules and regulations? You can't.
Vehicle. Like you said, it's their platform. They put you at this. But if you kind of go in a direction, they're like, hey, man, I don't want you using my platform to take it in this direction. Pin that. That's my thought for that. But my other thing is this, the Me Too movement. When it first came out, it was sick. We were taking out sons of bitches that should have been taken out years ago.
Yep.
But what happened after that is they used this is what they did. They go, this is a good thing.
They ran out of people to cancel, bro. So now they're just canceling everybody, bro. Listen, if you're using the Me Too movement to justify Andrew Tate getting banned, nah, bro, listen, I'm turning this off.
This is a good thing. And then they come around from the back and then they start attacking people that they shouldn't attack. So I don't have any problem with taking out a guy that's obviously putting out hateful messages and rising up men that are wanting to beat or mislead women. Absolutely needs to go if that's the case. I've never watched any of his shit to make an assumption like that.
So then why are you saying it? Why are you, if you never watch his content, why are those words coming out of your mouth?
But my overthought is maybe we do need something with the government because these platforms are, at the end of the day, very powerful. So if you're like a gun company, right? It is America. We build guns, or not here, sorry guys. but like legal guns. But there's also the government. There's rules, right? Like, hey, like for both sides of the party. Social media is getting to the point where it is people's careers, it's their livelihoods, and also they have like a community that follows them and lives by them. So I'm just talking about overall, general. There should be a good middleman that's like, hey, no, that's like not that bad, and no, it is that bad, and you should get rid of it.
Well, okay. I had this conversation with someone because where's the line for censorship? Where do you draw your line in the sand?
The fact that, oh my God. This Europeoid bootlicker is now calling for censorship. Logan, bro, come on, bro. Logan, this is disgraceful, bro. This is disgraceful, Logan.
Is it when someone's rhetoric is leading to violence?
So that's one of them.
Right? Is it when someone's rhetoric is
Racism.
leading to death?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to be sexist and racist online?
You tell me who Andrew Tate led to violence or death. And if your argument is, it shouldn't end at violence or death and it should extend into sexism and racism and bro, if his argument is we shouldn't just stop at whether or not it led to death or violence, we should now extend into whether or not it's sexism or racism. Listen up, bro. When it comes to these things, you got to be an absolutist. You got to be an absolutist. You cannot do no subjective words, bro. If you're telling me, again, words as broad and subjective as sexist and racist, you're telling me that we're going to rely on employees of the power structure to try to decipher what is sexist and what is racist? F out of here, bro. Get out of here, man. I'm an absolutist, meaning, bro, we can't define it. Sorry. I'm simple. As long as somebody's speech do not put somebody's natural rights in danger. Our natural rights is life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. As long as somebody's free speech on any platform or in real life, as long as it does not infringe on somebody's life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, it's a go.
Because you know what kind of agenda that perpetuates? Or should we nip it in the butt before some bad shit happens? That's what I'm saying. Like, what does it take? What does it take for one personally to go, you know what? That person probably shouldn't be given a voice on a platform, right? Because when you have, again, a smart, articulate, entertaining orator that kind of makes sense sometimes and has a shitload of visibility and now has an army of people subscribing to his agenda, that's actually a dangerous agenda. And we've seen this time and time again in history where charismatic leaders with negative, dangerous agendas and platforms and visibility get given an opportunity to spread their word, and then bad shit happens. So where's your
bro? These clowns are now comparing Andrew Tate to Hitler. F out of here, bro.
Your line in the sand? Do we want to let Andrew Tate keep doing this before his subscribers of little fucking TikTok schoolboys start doing negative, bad shit to women? Inspired?
No, they already are. It's already spawning. But listen.
How do you know this? How do you know that Andrew Tate supporters are doing bad things to women? Come on, Mike, bro. You're better than this, man. Come on. Mike, you're better than this, bro.
His rhetoric is already starting to spawn a full-on next wave of little baby gimp Andrew Tate children. You can see them. They're starting to rise up. And here's the issue. They're not as well-spoken. They're not as they don't have a few good takes. They're on the internet talking terrible about women, talking terrible about a lot of things that he probably understands at his 37-year-old age point that these people just don't get. And they're getting the same level of respect from the audience, and they're starting to build audiences of their own. And so you're already starting to see the ripple effect of it.
Yeah.
Oh man, oh man. He sneak this in Sneeko, bro. He sneak this in the God Sneeko. He sneak this. Bro, he sneaked us a snicko.
So how bad do we want to let it get? When we know where it's going to lead, you know how this ends. We've seen it.
It's just weird too because it fits into an ongoing wave of this type of activity. I'm telling you, I've been saying it on the show for a long time now. TikTok is vicious. Is a vicious community of this type of activity. You go in the audience, you got a guy and a girl arguing, and the people in the audience, all dudes. I believe in equal rights and lefts. Equal rights for women and equal lefts too. You know what I'm saying? Like the jokes about violence towards women, about that type of activity are at a height right now because of what I described in the last show, which was that massive pendulum swing to the left that started to support all of these rights and all of these new movements has to swing back. And this is that swinging back, and you're starting to see that community. And
I agree with that concept though. But again, though, I think it's different. Though. I don't think it's swinging back, and people are now being extremists. No, I think it went too far left, and now the swing is coming back to the middle, where now we're seeing again non-biased, rational, reasonable speech. But because it's been to the left for so long, we now think that rational, reasonable speech is extremist views when it's not. 20 years ago, a guy like Andrew Tate would have been a moderate. 20 years ago, Andrew Tate, Jordan Peterson, Sneeko, they would have been moderates, bro. We're now canceling people for being normal, rational people. Bro, it's sick and insane.
And that groundswell.
It's like an anti-woke.
Correct.
Which all right, yeah.
Yes.
Fine.
Correct.
Yeah.
But
Let's do it.
At a limit. Because
That's what
remember,
I'm saying. Do you have to go all the way?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, we see this in every single vertical that goes that way, right? I'm sorry. Did I cut you off, by the way?
No. I know you've been waiting to say something. Sorry.
Oh, no. I just want to make sure I didn't cut you off. But I just want to protect the freedom of speech part. That's it. But again,
that's protected.
Again,
and by the way, I don't know what the rules are in the country he lives in, but in the United States, go for it. Yeah, go scream
I'm
at the
just talking
courtyard
about,
table
like,
at the mall.
on the media. But that's the problem. That's like it isn't America. It's their platform. It's YouTube. It's Instagram. So again, we can't regardless of what we think. It's not our platform. We can't say what.
Here's the other thing that I want to speak on, because I have a extremely keen and unrelatable understanding of what it's like to.
Man, Logan, bro, when did you learn 3-syllable words, bro? When did Logan learn 3-syllable words, bro? Man, bro, cut the foolery, bro. Speak on
be
it, man.
canceled by the entire world.
Why?
Huh?
Just kidding.
I thought he was serious.
So it is interesting for me to watch someone like Andrew Tate be where he was and then gets shunned and blacklisted by the platforms that he needs most. As much as he talks about being outside of the matrix, now you're outside the club and we hear you complaining that you can't get in.
This sounds like a hater. This sounds like a hater, bro. It sounds like, first off, what this sounds like, yo, is a dude who is so seasoned and used to bootlicking that he got upset that Andrew Tate is coming along telling his audience, yo, that bootlicking ain't cool, and he know he can't come out that box, bro. He know he can't come at, he knows that he is in a box. He's in a box. And due to his past, he knows the minute he even edges a fingernail outside of that box to even, touch the outside, touch the free air outside the matrix, he knows he's getting canceled on day one. He's getting canceled on day one of him being outside the matrix. So now he's upset that Andrew Tate is coming along, passing on the free speech, passing on the values of, yo, get out the matrix. Why do I have police sirens? And in fact, yo, it's perfect. It's perfect, bro. I'm spitting that good shit to folks, them folks coming for me. Them folks coming for me. But he's upset that Andrew Tate is making his audience aware of what exists outside of the matrix, of getting outside of the matrix. Now he's acting salty, like, yo, damn, bro, like, Why you coming out here trying to blow up my spot? Why are you making people aware that I'm in the box, that I'm in the matrix? Yo, bro, this is just outright hating, bro.
He had it it wasn't an apology video per se, but it was like an hour plus long video.
I try to
not available on any of the platforms,
It was
obviously.
like
It was his
little
website.
manifesto, yeah.
Yeah.
I try to watch it, dude, but it was like when somebody starts out with like, okay, it all started when I was 3 in Chicago.
That's another thing.
What
I didn't want to.
So
Again, y'all didn't watch it, but now y'all are speaking on it.
So I when I watch these apology videos or these like accountability videos, let's call them, right? I watched this guy who's actually probably fucking evil try to make an accountability video. And again, as someone who's been through it and can safely say I came out on the other side, understanding, empathetic. The man doesn't understand. He does not get it. He is also not a good person. We know the type of shit he says off camera, right? As much as he says, this is a joke, I don't treat women like this, it's a character. No, it's not.
Yo, listen, man. That's a full clip, bro. Yeah, bro. Logan is dead wrong. And I don't think they're stupid. I think they're just disingenuous. I think they're acting like they don't know what's going on. They're acting like they don't understand. They understand the arguments, bro. The arguments is, if you're telling me he broke the rules and guidelines, what are the rules and guidelines that he broke? What is it? And we're not debating whether or not they have the right to do so. We're debating the aftermath of it. Meaning, me, you, and everybody else should be on their behinds for violating somebody, right? And effing with free speech. We shouldn't be saying, listen, man, listen, bro. They got a right to take you down, bro. I don't give. That's bootlicking. We should be, again, I ain't talking about putting on no marching boots and marching, but I'm talking about, listen, we should be working on burning down the platform. Not literally, but burn in terms of logging off, going black. Don't access the platform. You call it delete your account. The mass consumer should be worried about Andrew Tate getting banned without any reason why. We should be together in this. We shouldn't be bootlicking and talking about, so what? Because if you think that Andrew Tate is the last person getting banned, if you think he's the last one, you're mistaken. You're next. We're next. You next. I'm next. We don't know who's next. Come on, man. Man, it's your boy Porter Flacco, man. Like the video, sub to the channel, comment for the algorithm. Out of here, folks. Peace.